Hi, this is Jenny Haley from the Learning Center at Ball State University, and I'm going to demonstrate how to use the WebEx video conferencing to meet with students. Go to my.bsu.edu and scroll down to Additional Tools, and you're going to see a link called WebEx Video Conferencing. Click on that. So every faculty, staff, and student at Ball State has access to their very own WebEx personal room. Some of you have probably used this before. If you haven't, you will be prompted at some point to install the WebEx app on your device, and the students that you're working with will be as well. So just go ahead and do that. It might take a minute or less, but it should be pretty fast and simple. All right, so you're going to want to click the blue sign in. And you just enter your Ball State email address and click Next. And this is what you should see next, your personal room with your name listed there. What you'll see under that is the link to your personal room. So this is the link that you can share with your students who you are inviting in for tutoring or whatever you're doing. So everybody pretty much has the same link here. It's just their username on the end. So you might want to copy and paste that into a document or jot it down somewhere and keep it handy. You might be sharing that quite a bit with your students. All right. Click Start a Meeting. And you'll get into your personal room, and this is where you can activate your microphone and your webcam. That might already have been done. It might have popped up automatically, but if not, you just click those two buttons and there you have it. So as of this point, you haven't started your meeting yet. It allows you to kind of mess around with your audio and video before you start. So go ahead and click Start Meeting. And then you'll see yourself kind of reduced down here, and you'll see a big screen. And it just says waiting for others to join. So as soon as they pop in, you will see whatever participants join, you'll see their name pop up and then their video and audio as soon as they activate it. All right, if you would like to record your session with a student, that way you can email it to them and they can watch it later, which might be super helpful. I don't think they can record it. I think only the host can record it. I'm not a WebEx guru, but that has been my experience. So to do that, if you mouse over the bottom of your screen, here's all the important stuff that you'll need to know. And the recording button is right there. Click it. Click Record, and you're going to want to record in the cloud rather than to your device, and I'll show you why in a little bit. So as you can see, it says meeting recording is in progress. We'll email the recording link to you when it's ready. It may take up to 24 hours. In my experience, it doesn't take quite that long. But you can just send the link to the student, and they'll click on it, and the video will just play. So you won't have to store it on your own computer. It's stored in the WebEx cloud. And you can pause or stop the video at any time. Okay, shrink it back down, just hit the little X there. All right, so let's look at some of these other tools. This one right here is the chat tool, so that's pretty important. Your chat box will open over here, and you can chat with everyone, or you can pick a specific person who's in your room if there's more than one person. And once you type something in there and hit enter, it'll show up here. And so you'll have a running list, a running transcription over here of everything that happens in the chat. All right. I'll close that for now. All right, let's see what else we want to look at. Let's look at the share button, share content. If you click that, that's one of my favorite features. You can actually share your screen. So let's say you want to watch a Khan Academy video together, or the student can share their screen too. Let's say they want to share their Canvas course site so you can see what they're seeing. All they have to do is click share, click their screen there. And if you give me a minute here, bear with me. I'm going to zip on over to a Khan Academy video. Let's say, okay, so hopefully you're seeing the Khan Academy screen here, and let's say you're tutoring somebody for math, pre-calc, and you want to show them a video and look at it together And you can kind of look through these together too. Say, hey, let's go over here to Khan Academy and see if there's something that can help explain it as well. That'll work. So just be patient with the person that you're helping with, and you can start your video.
Right here is a point 3 minus 4i. Now what I want to think about is what the absolute value of 3 minus.
Okay, so if you've never used Khan Academy, you're missing out. But anyway, so as you can see here, you can web browse together. You can share screens. To stop sharing your screen, you'll have this little orange bar up here that says you're sharing your screen, and you can stop sharing at any time. So that'll just flip you back to the meeting. Okay. Also under that share button, you can share specific files that you might have pulled up. You can share a calculator. You can also share a whiteboard. So if you click on whiteboard, you're going to see a whiteboard. Pen or pencil tools are the most popular. The pen is fat like a marker. The pencil might be a better idea for drawing out math equations, although it's a painstaking process unless you have a touch screen. All right. You can change colors. You can erase. You're all probably very familiar with a whiteboard. You can draw lines. You can draw text and so forth. To get rid of that, if you come up here and just X out of the whiteboard, and if you don't have to save it if you don't want to. Oops. I think I said I wanted to save it. There we go. And so that'll just get us back to our regular screen. All right. So that's a pretty handy feature, I think, when tutoring with students. If you click on participants, you're just going to get a screen popping up over here that shows everybody that's in the room. You're welcome to meet with more than one student at a time. I'm not sure what the limit is. It's pretty high. You'll just want to make sure that you might want to mute people, or, you know, just so it doesn't get too chaotic. You might want to turn off the chat while you're instructing and then maybe open it up for discussion if you want to do that. All right. We've already talked about the chat. Let's look at these other options. If you ever want to lock a meeting, like let's say you've given 2 students your link and one of them has shown up and it's 20 minutes in, and you don't want to interrupt what you're doing and the other person didn't show up, you can actually lock the meeting so nobody else can get in. If your person hasn't shown up, you can invite and remind them. Just click on that and put in their email address and click send, and it'll automatically give them the link so they can join you. Okay, so that comes in pretty handy if maybe you think somebody's forgotten to attend. And you can also adjust your audio connection and your speaker and microphone and so forth here. There is a polling feature. I think it's kind of cumbersome, but you are definitely welcome to play with that. SI leaders might find that pretty fun. Yeah, so just kind of experiment around. All right, so to end the meeting, you definitely will be given the option to save the meeting files if you've saved any whiteboards or anything like that. And if you've recorded it, your recording will be automatically emailed to you, so that's nice as well. We really encourage you to get into WebEx and just play around with it. Share your link with some friends and family and ask them to join you so you can become a little more fluent before you start working with students. And this is just a demonstration. I'm not a technical expert. There are tons of really good tutorial videos that you can access by clicking the help button up here. And you can go to show help tips. And there's also a great WebEx website that has all kinds of video tutorials. So if you get stuck on something, there's all kinds of tutorials out there to help you. Okay. There's also buttons up here that really do most of the same features as the ones down here, but you are welcome to mouse over those and check those out as well. Okay. Now, let's say your meeting is over and you are ready to be done. You can click your recording button. You can click stop. Stop recording. and then X out. Do you want to end the meeting? If you have meeting files that you want to save, you can click that. Like I said, like if you wanted to save a whiteboard or something like that. If not, just go ahead and end the meeting. And then to get back into my personal room, just to show you that you can start another meeting, or if you get disconnected, it's really easy to connect again. And you don't have to worry about giving them a different link. It'll be the exact same link, okay? So it's really easy to get in and out of a meeting, or if you get cut off, don't panic. Just go right back into the screen where you can start the meeting again, and that's really all you have to do. All right. So let's go ahead and X out of that again. And back in your personal room, I just wanted to show you some of these features as well. This is where all your recordings will be stored. So there you see a couple recordings that I've done in the past. And you can download them and save them on your computer. You can even edit them or delete them if you wish to do that. And if you click on this little button, you can share them as well if you want to do that manually. You are welcome to share those with your client. There's some preferences in here you can mess around with. I haven't messed around with those before, but you're welcome to check those out. All right, well, hopefully that gave you some knowledge about your WebEx room. I think the best way to learn about it is to watch official tutorial videos and just to get into your own personal room and kind of mess around with it as you get familiar. The instructions that we'll be giving to students are going to be similar to this. I'm going to be doing a little video for them with some written instructions as well. But keep in mind that when they get into the session, they might need a little coaching from you too about what to do. And I also always encourage students to have a backup plan. If your person can't get connected, you could use Skype. You can use FaceTime if you don't mind sharing your phone number. You don't have to do that. You can use Google Hangouts or some kind of other connection tool if you would like to do that. Or you can reschedule the appointment and then just let me know that that person's having trouble, and I'll try to work with them to figure out what went wrong. All right, I just want to say thank you so much for helping out students during this coronavirus Ball State in-person class closure. I think students are really going to appreciate having a little bit extra academic support as they push through this spring semester. Thanks so much, everybody.